If my grass could see, this is what the Greenworks 80-volt, 42-inch, zero-turn riding lawnmower would look like. Let's go back to the beginning. My CRZ-428 lawnmower was delivered from Costco. If there wasn't such a massive sale, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. It was delivered by truck, and it was so shiny and new. This is what it looks like now, with less than 2 months of use. So dirty. I learned a lot about this lawnmower, which is the point of the video. Here's a prime example. The handles arrived unaligned. That makes it a bit confusing to drive. There were a few comments in the Costco review section that mentioned this problem. Fortunately, I was able to fix that problem with a good wrench. By loosening the bolt, I could properly align the handles. Nice. That solved one problem. Another problem was the mulcher. The Greenworks was delivered fully assembled, except I didn't want the side chute. So switching the cover was the most tedious part of setting up the mower. I'm not looking forward to having to change the blades. This thing's heavy. Another thing I learned was that the neutral bypass knob was engaged. That was so the Greenworks mower could be pushed off the truck. However, you're not supposed to operate the mower like that. My lawnmower was rolling around until I switched that back. This is just minor setup stuff, which is not really a problem. No, the real problem with this lawnmower is the state of my lawn. It's a new lawn, so there are many dead spots. And when it rains, the ground becomes quite muddy. Sloppy, wet clay. My CRZ-428 did not handle well in such conditions. Those big tires just spun around like it was stuck in snow. Except it was not snow. It was a huge mess. Look at how the front wheels just collect mud. While I like the maneuverability of the zero-turn, perhaps I should have just gotten a riding lawnmower. That's one of the biggest differences in the zero-turn versus lawn tractor debate. If your neighbor sends a friendly wave, that's a problem with this zero-turn. If I wave back, I'm going to change directions. Whoa. This zero-turn is a constant two-handed operation. That's why I find the cup holder to be useless. Instead, it would have been nice to have a rollover warning. The manual says to avoid slopes over 15 degrees. Except I don't drive with a protractor. What's a 15-degree slope? Considering that there's a risk of death, I think a slope meter and a roll bar would have been much better than 2 USB chargers. Wow, that's a lot of dislikes. So, here's what I like. There are 2 low/high speed buttons. The blade speed can be in low or high, and the mower itself can be limited to low or high speed. It has a top speed of 8 miles per hour, which is quite fast for a lawnmower. Driving slower is less jostling though. I'm pretty happy with the cut. The lawn is looking better with each mow. Be careful though, I've hit rocks and a small wooden post. The rocks hit with a loud thud, while the post is shattered like it was glass. This thing's strong. But there are many warnings on this thing, like this. You're not supposed to step on the cutting deck, which makes things kinda awkward. The cutting deck is big, so it's hard to step around it. Yet, while most of these issues are new to me, I suppose they're not really unique to zero-turn mowers. So, what about the electrical part of the Greenworks mower? Well, power is not a problem. That seems to be a misconception about this mower. The charge times are quick. But, even better, Costco included 12 batteries. That's nuts. The mower only holds 6 batteries. The other 6 can charge while I mow. Supposedly I could mow my lawn indefinitely. But I run out of grass to cut before I run out of power. Theoretically, if I wanted to run the mower all day long, I'd need more outlets to make that work. If I try to charge more than 4 batteries in my garage, it trips the breaker. But roughly speaking, I run the mower for about an hour, and it takes about an hour to charge the batteries. That is certainly an odd thing about the CRZ-428. After each mow, it's a matter of juggling batteries. They're big batteries too. Here's a size comparison to other Greenworks batteries. That little one on the right, two of those 24-volt batteries powered my push lawnmower. The middle one, that's a smaller 80-volt battery, but that's for my snowblower. I was wondering why it was running out of power so quickly. It looks like I'll be better prepared for snow this winter. I considered putting a snowplow on the front of the riding mower, but I think I'll stick with the snowblower. Although I did try towing my gorilla cart. That was fun. It seems like these two were made for each other. The ability to tow with the Greenworks zero-turn mower is impressive. While the limit is 300 pounds, that's still a lot of utility. The lawnmower even has lights, in the event that I want to mow in the dark. Compared to a gas mower, I think this electric mower is nicer. Juggling the batteries is trivial compared to juggling fuel. Also, the Greenworks is quieter and it doesn't have the stink of a gas mower. The Greenworks mower should be less maintenance too. The problem is that the Greenworks is more expensive at first. But theoretically, the Greenworks should win in the long run. The way I look at it is, how much would it cost to pay someone? From approximately April to October, it's one mow per week. So even at $50 per mow, this mower is cheaper in 4 years. But at $100 per mow, this mower is cheaper in less than 2 years. I don't know how much it costs exactly to mow my lawn, because I enjoy mowing my lawn. So when the Greenworks actually works, and it works a lot better when you know how to use it properly, then it's fun to cut the grass.